How much longer will this take? Is he gonna meet with me at all?
You're the one from the PMB, right? I apologize for the wait. The King and the Lieutenant General are still in conference, and it'll be a little longer.
What the hell? I don't have time to mess around. There's work to be done. Let him know I had to leave.
Certainly. Be careful, sir.
Mr. Cryas,
What's up?
someone just came from headquarters to retrieve the body. Miss Melvina said she's heading back to report in.
All right. Well, what should we do?
Yes, we should. I mean, that's the reason I came along.
And it's not like they let you do research back at headquarters.
Could you be more polite? It hurts my feelings a little.
Looks like we're heading to Nailern then. How did this happen? Was that the biological weapon?
I don't know, but that was definitely Gromer. If we don't figure this out, the General's death will have been in vain.
Let's return to the hideout first. Do you still have that white rose thing?
Yeah, I stocked up at the flower shop in Zerdok.
Come on, let's hurry.
Why, it's Sir Cryas. Are you also going to General Rockbine's hideout?
If we knew where it was, yeah.
Oh, don't you know? A soldier just got back with some information, so I figured...
Really? What did he say?
He said it was south of Yargen Village. Also something about a white rose?
South of Yargen Village. White Rose. Thanks.
This rock fits almost too perfectly in the hole. If this gap was a little bigger, I'd go inside and take a look.
Amazing! It's completely amazing!
Yeah! Now we can go inside and investigate.
I wasn't talking about that! Mr. Cryas, don't you understand how magnificent this is?
Magnificent?
I'd read about this mechanism in an ancient text, but I've never actually seen one. I didn't think I ever would.
Is this really that impressive?
It only reacts to a specific element. This mechanism might be the last of its kind.
Aren't you overreacting?
No, not at all! This type of mechanism can't be made today! It's triggered by specific elements made from the organ of a particular monster that's been extinct for over 100 years! So we can't make any more, ever! If this one breaks, it'll be gone forever! Ah, it's incomparable!
Vanille's like a different person.
If a mountain cabin was the meeting location, they must be familiar with that area.
You think he lives near there?
Perhaps. I'm planning to head there now, and...
Shh, Your Majesty.
What is it?
Someone's here. Please run, sire.
What about you?
We'll hold off the enemy until Your Majesty escapes. You must fulfill General Rockbine's dream.
All right.
What is this place? What a cliched hideout.
A growling?
You PMB bastards. Finally sniffed us out, huh? Our plans? Why should I tell you? You're just going to die anyway.
Damn. They're ready and willing.
Looks like dinner is served. Can't. Not here. General Rockbine.
Whew, that just about did it. Quick, you chase after Vittorio. I'll keep an eye on the captives.
It's a river.
It looks like they prepared an escape boat.
That was quick. Where's Vittorio?
There's a river farther in. He probably escaped by boat.
Well, all we can do now is wait for this guy to come too. Let's look for those documents. Finiel, the stolen documents might be here. Can you look for them?
Yes. Could you help me? Oh, you found them. That's fantastic.
Is that all of them?
Let's see. Yes, we now have all the missing documents. Huh? This document.
What's this notebook? Are those even letters? What does it say?
It's in Pothra, the Pothradian language.
What's it say?
I don't know. We'll have to find someone who can read Pothra. But there was nothing mentioned about research documents written in Pothra on that list they gave me.
So this is a completely unrelated document?
No. See, it has the PMB insignia on it. It's been removed from headquarters.
What's going on?
Oh, he's awake.
Sorry to interrogate you so soon, but I need answers. First off, are these all the documents you stole from the PMB?
Yes, but we've no more use for them.
So why did you take this one? Got someone that can read Pothra in your group?
It's one of the documents we were ordered to take. We don't know anything about it.
Whose orders were these then?
I've never met him. I was told to take those documents in return for information.
If you didn't meet this guy, tell me who did.
General Rockbine and Gromer.
Gromer? Who's that?
The Screeper you guys defeated in Geilenach.
What? That was your comrade? But how?
How should I know? All they told us was that a biological weapon was in the ruins. None of our comrades who went in there came back. Only that Screeper. We thought it was the bioweapon, but when you killed it, it was our comrade Gromer. I don't know what's going on.
Damn it. The only two people who've met this informant are dead now. We have no leads.
That's all I know.
Anything's fine. Just tell us everything you remember.
I think it was some cabin in the mountains, but I'm not sure.
You guys?
Miss Melvina, why are you here?
I was about to ask you that. After the corpse was delivered, I searched for General Rockbine's hideout to retrieve the stolen documents, and I ended up here.
Then you've come to the right place. The remaining documents are all here. As well as one of the General's men.
That saves me some time. You.
Sir!
Is this all you've recovered?
Was there something else?
No, I just wanted to make sure. What about you?
Well, we got the documents back, so that's one mission down. But I've still got my priority 1 request left. Now, I need to ask you a favor. Can I borrow these two a little longer?
Both of them?
I want to know what the Naylerns are up to. General Rockbine may be dead, but his men are still carrying out his plan. We need to investigate, quickly. This guy is skilled, and Fanil can show me around Naylern.
Well, if it's a priority 1 request, I can't very well refuse. I'll tell Commander Isaac.
Thanks.
I'll be going now.
What do we do now? If we're going to search Naylern,
Let's find that Pathradian.
what about the Naylerns?
That was a little white lie from Melvina. This is our real objective.
That's the Pathra research document we found earlier. Didn't you give her all the documents?
I gave her everything on the list. This wasn't on the list, so I didn't have to give it to her.
That's pretty shady.
I prefer to call it crafty.
Sheesh, you humans.
Hey, Fanil, I want to ask you something. Who drew up this list?
I believe it was the research team directly under Commander Isaac. Someone gave me the list to deliver while I was on my way to an unrelated meeting with him.
So there could be more described in that report that aren't on the list.
Why would they do that? If it was stolen, they'd just say it was stolen.
Take a wild guess. Now you've got it.
Mr. Cryas, do you have any ideas?
When my dad was establishing the PMB, a Pathradian helped him out. He fixed a certain ancient weapon they'd found, the Admonisher.
So that means that Pathradian would have been a key figure in the PMB. But I've never heard of anyone like that at the PMB before.
Don't you see? Why would someone like that be completely unknown? First, this document in Pathra appears, and Commander Isaac's been directing all sorts of research behind my dad's back. Like the technology used for your surgery.
So you think the document's connected to something they don't want us to know?
Exactly. I don't know who General Rockbine's informant is, but he wants this document. So if we can find out what it says, it'll probably give us a lead.
Wow, Cryas, you're not as bad as I thought.
Let's start by looking for someone to translate the document.
I know the Pathradians live in the northwest region of this continent. The tunnel north of here is a shortcut to that area.
Let's hurry then. If we stand around, Miss Melvina and her men might return.
Huh? I seen you cats somewhere before. Yeah, we rescued you clowns from screepers in the forest.
We saved you.
We want to go through.
If you're leaving the country, then go ahead. The tunnel's all fixed. But we ain't finished with the monsters that got inside, so if you can protect yourselves, go ahead. I ain't stopping you then.